The Speaker of the UK's House of Commons delivering a crushing blow today to Theresa May's hopes for a Brexit deal. The Speaker said Parliament will not hold a third vote on her Brexit plan unless May offers different legislation for a vote. May will visit the European Union Council Thursday for more, she hopes, negotiations on Brexit. The EU making it clear to this point that they have no room with which to deal. Joining us tonight at this historic, pivotal moment for the UK, the Ambassador to the United States, Sir Kim Darroch. And it is great, Mr. Ambassador, for you to join us. We're delighted to have you with us.
Lou, thank you very much. Good evening. It's great to be here.
And it's good to see you again. I want to turn to where are we in the view of the British government on Brexit and what is in the offing?
Okay, Lou, just a bit of context. There were 3 votes last week. The first one on the deal, which was defeated by 149 votes, actually a rather smaller margin than the earlier vote on a slightly different deal. Then there was a vote on whether Parliament thought we should leave on the 29th of March with no deal. Parliament voted that down as well. And then a third vote on Thursday on whether the Prime Minister should be mandated to ask for an extension of the negotiating period past 29 March, and that one passed. So that's her mandate for the European Council, which, as you said, is on Thursday and Friday this week. Now, what happened today was that the Speaker said that were the government to bring the same deal back to Parliament again that they presented to Parliament last week, that was not permissible under long-standing parliamentary rules. Just worth stressing, Prime Minister and the government hadn't actually decided to bring the same text back to Parliament. There was some speculation about it because of reports over the weekend that a number of MPs who opposed it last week might have changed their mind. But it's the Speaker's authority, it's within his authority to make the ruling that he has made. The Prime Minister and the Cabinet will now consider what the next steps are, but I can just tell you they'll take it in their stride and move on, and the European Council is where we now move to in Brussels Thursday and Friday.
And in Brussels, the EU said they're not going to negotiate. There's no bargaining to this point. Now, that may be negotiating in and of itself, but that's where they stand. And irrespective of the will of Parliament or the UK government, it seems you're looking at more than headwinds, perhaps a very solid and tall wall.
Well, let's see. But what I would, the Prime Minister and her colleagues will make a decision in the next 24 hours how to play that European Council. As I say, she has a mandate from Parliament to ask for an extension. So I think that is where I expect that is what she will be arguing for at the European Council. And it's in no one's interest to have a highly disruptive exit on the 29th of March with no deal. So I'm sure there will be debate about how long an extension should be and about what the UK government will use that extension for. But I would expect the European Council to end in agreement that if that's what we ask for, then that will be agreed.
And Ambassador, as you well know, some people are saying that this is all part of if you will, a bit of a contrivance on the part of the government to resist the referendum, the vote on Brexit, and to assert power over the populist forces and not leave the European Union, not now or not ever.
I think the government's position, honestly, Lou, has been very clear, and they have negotiated for 2 years to bring forward the best deal that I think is possible with the European Union for Brexit. Now, Parliament has so far told the government what it doesn't like and what it doesn't want. At some point, Parliament is going to have to decide what it does want that delivers the verdict of the British people back in June 2016. So I think the government has lived up to its responsibilities and its commitments on this. And of course, this parliamentary process is important, and MPs are right to take this issue seriously. But sooner or later, as I say, they need to say what they do want and how that matches up to what the British people voted for back in 2016.
Yet it suggests that Parliament then has a greater power and a greater respect in the part of, at least from the government, than the vote of the people and the referendum, and even recent polls showing that the British people certainly believe that there should not be a new referendum and that the vote stands.
And to be fair, Lou, both the government and the opposition leader and his front bench team, his shadow cabinet team, are opposed to a second referendum. And there was actually also a vote on a second referendum on an amendment last week, which was heavily defeated. Right. So that's not really, I think, on the agenda at the moment.
I think we could safely say a bit of a conundrum facing our good friends in the UK. We wish you the best. It is not certainly the easiest of times for either side. We wish you well and much good luck, Ambassador.
Well, Lou, thank you very much for that. Look, these European negotiations are always cliffhangers, and this is no exception. But just remember, the fundamentals of the British economy are extremely strong, and we will come through this in a strong way, and we will be fine. But thank you for your support.
And the President has made it clear. You've got a
President
strong...
President tweeted very helpfully on Friday how much he looks forward to a comprehensive and ambitious free trade deal with the UK. So do we, and we look forward to starting those negotiations soon.
Thank you, Ambassador. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Ambassador Kim Darroch. Thank you.